talked about the music he actually just launched right now.
I just launched. It's called Walk in the Park. It's myself and ATO Worldwide. ATO kind of motivated me to get into music. 1995, I walked away from Power Rangers. I was picked up by some people, some producers. They wanted to help me pursue music, but everybody wanted to be able to utilize Power Rangers. They all wanted to be able to say, oh, the Black Ranger. I couldn't do that because the licensing. One of the lyrics is like, I shoot my shot, but they can't block me. I shoot my shot, like, I'm going for it, and they want to block me, but they can't. I am in the process of developing my sound. I'm giving suggestions, and then I can take what I hear and apply myself to it. In my mind, when I hear music, I hear a phrase or I hear a rhythm that I want to play with, and then I put words to it. There's going to be adversity, but I'm going to get through it. It's the confidence of knowing that you will surpass that. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Walter Emanuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. What's going on? And I'm here with Olivia. Let's go. Olivia, how you doing today?
Oh, fantastic. So I've been told I'm supposed to look at you guys, even though my energy is drawn towards you.
She feels drawn.
I do.
She's drawn.
Listen.
Not drawn, but yes. Drawn.
Listen, I love you guys.
She loves you guys.
I do.
I love you guys too.
We do.
Hey, wait, apparently this is the way to do that now. Something like that.
It's a little. Yes, I learned this on a podcast yesterday. And they were doing this.
It just keeps changing us. Is that love?
I know. Like, love.
Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? Hey, so, all right. We were talking about the source of my motivation for music. We did a part one. And now we're coming back for part two to talk about it some more.
Yeah, we talked about like the journey of from Detroit to LA.
Right.
But then we were like, wait, we haven't talked about the music he actually just launched right now.
I just launched. It's called Walk in the Park. It's myself and ATO Worldwide. ATO kind of motivated me to get into music.
How long have you known them?
I've not known them that long. Maybe 3 years. About 3 years. And I met him online. He made a rap about, and he mentioned Angel Grove. And I was like, oh, that was tight. I was like, hey, man, I like that. That was fire. He's like, oh, bro, I appreciate you. And he's been in music for a long time. But I was like, I appreciate you. He's like, I would love to get you on a track someday. I was like, huh.
See, this is I love this.
I kind of pursued music maybe, right after I left Power Rangers. 1995, I walked away from Power Rangers. I was picked up by some people, some producers. They wanted to help me pursue music, so I was doing that night. We made 5 or 6 tracks, maybe 3 tracks. We went around and we met with different labels. We went with Warner Brothers and a number of other labels, but everybody wanted to be able to utilize Power Ranger. They all wanted to be able to say, oh, the Black Ranger. But
yes.
I couldn't do that because the licensing. So eventually, things kind of fell to the cracks. Yes. And it, like, okay, well, we walked away from it. I ended up doing some music for a Christian kids, songbook or something like that.
What?
Yeah, I did that. And so there were a couple of...
I feel like I'm going to see an animated, a kid's Bible, and then I'm going to hear Walter.
Right. It was on CDs or cassette tapes. I don't remember the name of the company, but I did that for a minute. And then I was done with that. And I just kind of forgot about music. So Kehinde, that's his name, Kehinde ATO Worldwide, he was like, yo, man, let's get you on a track. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yes.
And then 2 weeks went by, and I was like, he said he wanted to work with me, but I haven't heard from him. I was like, so I called him, hey, what's up, bro? So we still working on music or what? He was like,
see, this is what I want to say, call people back.
People back,
because even if someone reaches out, I've realized people are just busy. It has nothing personal.
Life is life.
The amount of times I've had someone come and be like, hey, let's connect, I'd like to do this, and then a couple weeks or months go by, and I'm like, should I call back? Should I do? And I reach out, and they're like, oh, thank you so much.
Right.
For instance, there, advice.
So I called back.
Call back.
And he's like, oh, you was for real?
You're like, yes.
I was like, yeah, you mentioned it today, He's like, all right,
are you for real? Or was I for real?
Yeah, he's like, well, come down to San Diego. Well, let's put something together. So he sent me some tracks, and I got some ideas, and I wrote them down, and I went in, and I went inside with him, and I think the first track we did, I had written some stuff out. He kind of helped me produce it, and he's like, oh, I like this, and we were collaborating on ideas, and then I was like, yeah, I hear it like this, and he was like, nah. He's like, no. Do it like this. And I was like, okay. And then I did it, and it turned out pretty fire. It was like, oh, okay. So he really helped me produce the sound and kind of make a sound that was kind of organic to my voice. I have a high-pitched talking voice, but when I sing, sometimes I have this gravel in my voice that's naturally there, and it makes me sound a little different, especially depending on how close I am to the mic. It varies. We did one song. It turned out pretty good. And then we went back. It was called Black.
It
hasn't come out yet. But everything's all black. That's what it That's what it is. And that's the chorus. And it's a fire song.
Are you allowed to talk about the aspects behind it, or are we waiting?
We're going to hold off.
Okay. Because I'm going to ask that with you.
Coming soon. More to come.
But I do want to hit, because it's something you said when you're creating something and someone comes in and goes, I actually hear it a little bit way.
Right. That's what a good producer does.
I was going to say, a good producer, but also like, what was that your first initial feeling? And for someone, because I know a lot of people talk about like wanting to be true to themselves, but also how do you take feedback? What are those kind of feelings that hit you? And then how do you work through going, wait, let me think outside, maybe someone... that perspective.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you literally were like, I'm gonna try this, and then you're like, damn, I'm surprised.
I mean, it's collaborative effort.
Yes.
I mean, no, there are artists that are 100% solid, and they know exactly who they are, exactly what they want to do. They have a certain sound, and even they will get people that come in and will write for them, but they'll write in the style that they've already developed.
Oh,
so I am in the process of developing my sound. I'm giving suggestions, and then I can take what I hear and apply myself to it, right?
Yes.
So, I found a lot of times if I was told to sing something or rap something a certain way, I may take it and put it in a different octave because it's more comfortable with my voice, right? And then that elevates the song in a way that makes it my own rather than just me copying something that somebody said.
But that's what I think feedback is. It's here's a perspective. Bleh, I can't say that word. Here's a perspective.
Yeah. It's 3 syllables. You got it.
No, I was counting in my head. I was counting in
She's like, well,
my mom, the teacher, my mom. Perspective, Olivia. I was looking at the kid, she clap it out.
It sounded out. Here we go.
Anyways, perspective of someone coming in and they give you the perspective, but you still make it your own. And I think that's where, when we're developing ourselves and when you're starting on your music journey, it's okay to not fully know who you are and still do the music. And I think that's where, when you hit that, it popped in my brain of just like so many times when people start music, they're like, oh, I need to show up and know exactly who I am from the very beginning.
No.
And so people can't reshape me and I have to hold to this.
You develop.
But there's still, allow yourself the develop process. So that's where, when you said that, I was like, I love that even now you're allowing yourself to develop yourself, and that's still happening. And to me, it's just like so many people stop developing in life in general.
Right.
Sometimes.
Well, you never stop learning.
You never stop learning. I love that about you.
Yeah, there's what you know, and there's what you don't know. So there's a lot more that you don't know than there is that you do know.
I feel like I'm always learning from you. So whenever you say stuff, I'm like, that's so encouraging to hear someone going, yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still taking feedback. I'm still, doesn't matter where I am at in my journey or how I feel about something or my art or my creation, like I'm still here. So anyways, so you guys were creating.
So we're creating, we were like working on the songs.
Yeah.
And then, so we did one song, then we came back and we did another song, and then I came back and did another song. So I did 3 songs with ATO. Walk in the Park was one of them, which is the song we just released. I know when we did that song, I was like, oh, this is fire. I like that. Hey. It was a vibe. And I learned a lot from ATO in doing that. First part of it, he's kind of helping me along with the way the meter should go. Like you should hit it, just come in on this beat, and then he would kind of do his version, and I would take it and make it mine. So he would say it a certain way, and I'm like, all right, I feel that. So then I would do it my way. It might be 75% of the way he did it, but I'll change it to make it mine. And then I did half of my verse. I was just in the car listening to it, and I was like, oh, I hear this. So when I went back to the studio, I was like, I taking on the words, and this is what I wrote down. And he was like, all right, so maybe you could do it. I was like, no.
Love this.
Let me do this. I got this. So I go in the room, and I put it down. He was like, okay, I see what you're doing right there. So I was like, I was able to do my own thing.
When you say you hear this, when you're working on something and you hear it, what does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, if you're taking the lyrics and when you're rapping, you are trying to do things within a certain meter of music. And or begin on a certain number of the count. If it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 beat, then you might come in on 2 rather than coming on 1.
Yes.
You might come in on 3 rather than 2. And then you can flip it and you can make it a different beat. In my mind, when I hear music, I hear like a rap song or listen to a beat, I'll hear a separate rhythm that's mine.
This is why I wanted to ask.
It's like an instrument. It's like there's a violin playing in the background and the violin is singing this.
Yes.
So then I hear a phrase or I hear a rhythm that I want to play with, and then I put words to it.
You're dancing with it.
I mean, it's a process. I'm still learning. I am not 100% at where I intend to get to, but
What about the process do you like the best?
you know what? There's many aspects of the process. I mean, like when it comes to doing the music, I mean, the creation of it is cool, but putting it down in a recording studio is dope because, like, you're like it's you in there. You got your headphones on, you can hear yourself, and then they'll play it back, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can't get that no better. Or they'll play it back, and you're like, oh, the timing on that was a little off. Let me do that again. But then after you put that down, then layering it. So then it's like, okay, now you got improv. You hear yourself singing whatever you're singing, but now you're like throwing in ad-libs at the back. You know, like, oh, that's right. Yep. You know, like different things. You know, so it's like that has personality too. It's like, I'm gonna growl here. I'm like, what am I doing? And you put on a number of things and then you pick which fits best and where, because it can be moved around.
So, because the difference, so when you're saying going into a studio, and one of our previous episodes, when you're talking about being on the cruise ships and you have the live band, you have that going.
Right.
Then you go and get to the studio, is the play different? Yes, because now you get to like hear yourself and come back.
You can adjust.
And keep coming back and keep coming back until you find exactly what the original concept, which is very fascinating.
And every day can be different. So, for instance, Walk in the Park, I went back to do some re-recording on the song, and my voice was just different that day. I was trying to put on some different words, and I listened to myself, and it wasn't the same. It was like, oh, that's not the same energy. Some days, some moments, you hit the pocket the way you need to hit it. It's a creative process. So it's not always going to be the same way. Some days you might be carrying the feeling.
So how do you flow with it? Like when that day hits, when you're going, okay, the song feels different to me than it did yesterday. What do you tell yourself? Because I mean, I could see like a block where it's like, or could there be a block?
There could be a block. I mean, like a lot of artists will record, re-record.
So I think of the perfection is the enemy of like just getting things.
Sometimes you get it in the moment and then that's it.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to work on it until you get it perfect, or you feel like it's as perfect as it can be. And it may change completely. You may be like, throw that out. Yes. Let's do this instead. It varies. But I'm happy with what we created with Walk in the Park. ATO is a very talented dude, and I'm really grateful to him for kind of pulling me in and inspiring me to pursue it. You know, so.
Where's the name come from? When I first heard the name Walk in the Park, is it like ironic in the sense that life is easy, it's a walk in the park, or is it?
It's not that it's easy, it's that what becomes easy is the adversity. So it's the adversity of dealing with haters or obstacles in your life. You know, we all have them, but eventually you get good at avoiding them. There's going to be adversity, but I'm going to get through it. It's the confidence of knowing that you will surpass that.
What do you want people to feel?
You know what? I want people to be inspired to just push through, you know? Like, because, like I said, I mean, like, every day is a different day. Every day we got different things we got to deal with. Living sometimes can be difficult. You got so many things that come at us from different directions, whether it be relationships or work or health or whatever. It's like, every day is a blessing, and you just got to keep pushing through. Yeah. I like to say to people, when you're having the roughest day in the world, and we all go through that, just knowing that you can find gratefulness in the smallest of blessings. If you wake up and you're running late for work, you know your boss is gonna cuss you out when you get there. You left your phone at home.
Yes.
This day couldn't get worse. But then when you think that you actually woke up and you got out of bed, and you had legs to walk out of bed, and that you had breakfast to eat, and then you had a job to go to.
Yes.
That you have a car that was breaking down, but you got money that's gonna be able to fix it eventually.
Yes.
You know, your boss cussed you out, but that was the least he could do, and it's done.
Yes.
I mean, that's it. Rather than you lost your job, you don't have a car, you didn't get out of bed, you can't breathe. I mean, like, there are people going through such hardships in life every day that if you don't count the small blessings, then you're not really being aware that things can be worse. And I think Walk in the Park is like that. It's like there's haters in the world. There are people that want to bring you down and want to stop you. One of the lyrics is like, I shoot my shot, but they can't block me. So I'm like, I shoot my shot, like, I'm going for it, and they want to block me, but they can't. No. They want to hate, but it's all right. I'm gonna make my shot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the song. And the last song I did was Dance. Also, go back and revisit that because, and you'll see that as my music comes out, that it's all varied. Every song sounds different. I'm trying to figure out where I fit in the most.
But I love that you're exploring this.
I'm
you're putting it out there.
I'm an artist.
Giving it yes, we need to do these things. We need to put things out there. We need to test it and let the world feel it, but also let ourselves feel it and let us see how it. Get it out. Get it out. Don't keep it inside. I think that's like people don't keep it inside.
I'm capable of doing many things.
Yes.
And expressing myself in many ways. And so I invite you to come along with me on the journey.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace and love, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this. And check out my song, Trey Emanuel. Walter Jones, Trey Emanuel, that is me. Same person.
All the links, I'm going to be putting all the links to every song.
Trey Emanuel, just so you know, is because my dad was Walter Emanuel. My name is Walter Emanuel. My son is Honor Emanuel. Trey, that's 3. Emanuel, 3 times Emanuel. Emanuel is God with us. So 3 times God is with us. Let's go.
Yep, and we honor it.
There it is. We're honored. Check it out, y'all. Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. And here we are at Fanward saying goodbye for now.
Bye.
See you next time.